G'day everyone. I thought I'd get this part 2 done of the garden tour. I thought I'd go through all the plants that I've got. I know I've already covered some, but we'll start up this end. So here we have an apple tree here. I used to have this in another part of the garden, but it just wasn't doing well, and believe it or not, this apple tree here, it's about 6 years old. Look at it. It's done nothing. It's a bit confused though, because I must think it's spring, because it's flowering again. Alright, now I've got a banana here. This is just a pup off the main bananas, which are over on the house here. As you can see, there's actually it's actually 4 varieties of banana in there. The Goldfinger, you got the red Dacre, whatever it's called, the Dwarf Cavendish. It's this one here. And then every time I get too many pups growing, like you can see here, that's ready to come off. Same with that one. You only want the three main ones. And once the biggest one produces bananas, that one's dead, lop it down, and then you keep the 2 next ones and then leave one of the pups to grow as well. So you've always got a rotation of 3 banana palms coming out of the one plant. So yeah, I take cuttings and I take the pups out and just repot them all. Alright, and then we've got the Davison's plum here, which is I think a really sour plum. I don't think you can eat them straight off the tree fresh. I think it's more for jams and stuff. And then we go over this side here. We've got some tropicals over here. This is the Soursop here. You can see there, it's a variety there. It's a seedling, that one. And then we've got the Cherimoya Seedling. This is actually quite hardy. This will grow down in Melbourne. It's a custard apple, the Cherimoya. And the reason you don't really see them in the shops is the fruit, when it's ripe, is really, really soft. And they just don't transport well. Anyway, we've spoken about the Davison's plum, and then we've got the other Soursop behind here. Just another variety. It's a grafted variety, that one. The Kyogle variety. That's a Kyogle's a place in New South Wales. So that's where that one's from. This one here. This is the Shampoo mulberry. This is the white Shampoo mulberry. This fruited for me this year, the first year I had it. They grow a mulberry which they can get to like 10 centimetres long. Really sweet, really delicious. Nothing compared to like the Hicks mulberry, which you get in most nurseries down our way. They're these Shampoo mulberries they taste amazing. And then we've got, what's this one hiding behind here? This might be the Relinia. Yep, this is the Relinia, which is the Brazilian custard apple. Very, very tropical, and that's all it's done this year. This is all new growth here. There, and the back here, a little bit up the top here, but not much. That'll have to have full protection, that one, when it gets too cold. And then we got the Longan. Longan actually is quite hardy. You shouldn't have any problem growing a Longan down here in Melbourne. This is where fruit would have produced fruit on these. You see that was all flowers, all these stems here. But I'll cut them off when it gets colder, and then next year you you'll create more shoots coming out. You can see some new growth here. I think that might even be related to a lychee, but a lot hardier. I think this one's a pear. I can't even remember. And then we've got the other Shampoo mulberry. This is the dwarf red variety. There we go. And believe it or not, there we go. They've decided to fruit again. Look at that. So there's a pretty good one here. Go on there. There's a few more. Oh, look, there's a couple big ones in there. Look. Yum. Hopefully they'll ripen up. Look, there's a few in there. Right there. Hopefully they'll ripen up. They're a subtropical. The Shampoo mulberry, I think they're called a Pakistani mulberry as well. But they taste amazing, absolutely amazing. Here's just a custard apple seedling. This one here, again, not much growth this year, very slow growing. It should get hardy enough that I'll be able to put that one in the ground. This is a giant bamboo here. That's actually, I separated that from my bamboo that's over here, which is a giant bamboo. It's really big. This is a black sapote, and the first year I've had this one, and as you can see, look at that big huge branch here. It's actually, where did I see it? It's actually, there we go, we got some little flower buds on it already too. They'll drop off though, I reckon. Okay, this is the main black sapote. He's quite big. I've had this for a couple of years now. I did film this one last time, and this is producing fruit. There's a nice one there. Hopefully that'll stay on. But yeah, you can see the fruit there, and it's still actually, if I can get that, there we go. You can see some in there. It's still little buds, and then it's got some flowers on here as well. You can see these are about very young buds there. I'd like to show you a flower if I can find one. Can't see. There's a flower that's sort of, yeah, that flower. That's the flower there, and that comes off, and then you're left with the fruit inside. This is the Buddha belly bamboo. That's a new addition to the family. Sorry about that, guys. I got distracted to go inside quickly. Alright, so I was up to that bamboo, right, and we've all spoken about the Pinkerton here. And then we've got another nectarine here. This is a white flesh nectarine. I haven't had any fruit, that's really new. And then we've got the bacon variety here, which we've all spoken about. Another interesting plant is this. This is the miracle fruit. Now this grows extremely slowly, but when it does produce fruit, you eat a couple of berries, and everything you eat after that will be sweet. You could literally take a lemon and eat it like an apple, skin and all. Interesting plant. Here's this is the star fruit, carambola. I'm really looking forward to this one when this starts fruiting. I cannot wait. It's a subtropical, tropical plant, this one. And then we've got the other black sapote here, which I think I did last time, which is the colossal, which is the huge black sapote, which is fruiting. No, not fruit, I shouldn't say fruiting, I should say flowering, because I don't think that'll hold on. This tree here, it's got beautiful leaves on it. Beautiful leaves on it. This is all new growth. This will grow quite quickly once it starts establishing its roots, really quickly. This is the ice cream bean. The ice cream bean tree. That grows big pods. When you break the pods open, you have the beans that are inside, and they're surrounded by like this white pulp. Now, I've never tasted it before, but apparently it tastes like vanilla ice cream. I guess that's why they call it ice cream bean tree, would you say? I'd say. Here's another new fruit tree in here, which is a pear. I've got two types of pears, so they can pollinate each other. This is a new one here, which is the lychee, which I think I discussed in the first video, so I'll just skip over that. And we'll go to the next one. I think I told you about the lychee that burnt. These two got delivered at the same time, and unfortunately it got delivered in the 2 days. It was like 46 degrees. Didn't like it at all. Well, one did. This is the white sapote. I covered that in the last one. I think I covered this Grammichama, which is the black variety. I think that's like the tropical equivalent to a cherry, that one. And then I've got the collection of Jabuticaba or Jabuticaba. So I've got the large leaf variety. I've got the yellow variety here, this one, and then just the standard Jabuticaba here, or Jabuticaba, I think that's it. The cherry here, which is losing its leaves already. I don't know what happened then. Something happened with the camera. I had to muck around with it. And then I've got all my mango seedlings all along here, and then obviously the bigger one, which has the fruit on it. There we go. Tiny things they are, size of a peanut maybe. And then we have another apple here that's actually like in that position. That's grown heaps. Actually, at the start of the season, I pruned that here, and it's grown. Some of them have grown almost a metre. Some of them have grown more than a metre. And then we've got the watermelon here. It's pretty much taken over. The strawberries, we've got heaps of strawberries this year. And you know, they're still producing. Look, some nice strawberries in there. Watermelon growing over it. Look at that. And then we got the other avocado at the back there with the two bananas. And then behind this tree here we have two melon shrubs. They're the Pepino Melon, a subtropical melon. I did have some that were producing fruit, and silly me forgot to put them in the shade. Under the tree when it got frosty, and I lost them. This particular tree here, which has got these huge branches on it, that was supposed to be a cross graft of a plum and a, well, I can't remember, plum and a, no, can't remember, peach I think, but I think there's only plums on it. This one might be coming out. I'll show you this plant here. It's a ginger. Not an edible one. This is an ornamental one. It's called the Shampoo Ginger. Amazing. What happens when it gets old enough? It doesn't grow the flowers on the top. It produces another shoot, and like it grows this cone-shaped plant on it, which is full of like a liquid. You squeeze it like a sponge, and you get this slippery jelly type substance, which you can actually use for shampoo or washing your hands. And I'm really looking forward to this one when that starts flowering. I think I'm going to get some more varieties of this one as well, and obviously my babies. Look at them. Can't wait until these are done. Looking a bit damaged. That one will be alright though. Oops. Now I showed you the white nectarine. This one here, this big one here is a nectarine. That's the yellow variety. A lot of pruning to do this winter. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of the nectarines due to brown rot. And you can see they like dry up. It's like a dehydrated. Look at it. That is a fruit. But yeah, I have to prune this right back and get rid of all those dead fruit on there. We've got another plum here. We've got heaps and heaps of fruit. Unfortunately, that ended up getting the same as that, and I lost a lot of the crop. Got a cherry here which has grown really tall. I'll cut half of those down, and hopefully we'll get some cherries off it this year. I've got some dragon fruit cuttings here. They took a while to root, but as you can see, two of them have developed some new shoots coming off here. This one hasn't, although it has developed roots. And then we've got the kiwi fruit here. Again, no fruit. Did flower, but we had a bit of a problem with the kiwi fruit. I covered that in one of my videos. Thought I killed it. Come back though. And then you can see here I've got a collection of my hibiscus here, all different varieties. They've been flowering for months. They're beautiful. I love hibiscus. You get some amazing flowers. Most of them have fallen off now. This is the desert rose. They're taking a long time to flower. And then some more dragon fruit cuttings. These are new ones I've put in here. They wouldn't have developed any roots yet, but they will eventually. And I got all these cuttings from this main one here. This main dragon fruit here, which I don't know whether you can see all that frame. Yeah, you can. All that frame I built on that fence. The plan is to have it go up over and then go along that end and then along this end and then over the front of it, so cascading over the entire frame there, so it's like an umbrella over the pond, which when this fills up with the water lilies, it looks amazing. Unfortunately, we've passed that period of the daisies. The water lilies. They've all gone now. But that's the plan with the dragon fruit there. I'll just press stop and I'll go out the front and start talking about some stuff at the front. I think. Bear with me. Actually, not at the front. I'll go through the bit more out the back here. So this is my asparagus. I've got two beds here. This is a Mary Washington variety in here. I'm sort of letting it grow out now. Been eating these for months, but you've got to let them grow out, get those crowns to get deeper and stronger every year. This is a purple variety here. Again, letting them grow out. They'll die off in winter. You cut them back and then you get some more coming up. I've covered the banana and these are all the mango seedlings, avocado seedlings, some more hibiscus. Look at that flower, look at that, it's beautiful, that flower. And then we've got the Tamarillos. It's a red variety, this one. They're new additions as well. And the fig, we've got this the fig tree here. Now I know it's not the best position for it, right up against the house here, but I had to put it somewhere. And there's some figs here which are really, oh look at this one splitting. Oh, you know what, I'll take this off. And we're gonna, it's just starting to split slightly. And I don't think it's gonna be ready, but what I'll do is try and pop it open. See if I can do this. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that fig. Oh yeah, that's gonna be delicious. I'm sorry, but I have to do this. Wow. Oh. Wow, that's amazing. That was super sweet. Super juicy as well. Now the variety, oh wow, that's good. Just from Bunnings. It's called the Yum Yum. Oh, that was delicious. I'm tempted to eat another one. A couple more there that are probably ready. Oh, one there looks huge one. Huge one. I do want to get another fig actually. The brown turkey. It's supposed to be pretty good. And we've got another Tamarillo here. Sorry, still licking my lips with that fig. And that's the orange variety, this one. The red variety has grown quicker. And that might maybe the position, I don't know. And underneath here, I've got some ginger growing here. This is the edible one. I found that on a property somewhere. Just grabbed a couple of pieces and replanted it. And then I might take it over. Got some sweet potato growing in here. Hasn't really done much. I'll just leave it there for next year. The potato, elephant ear. If you've ever had an elephant ear, they're dead now, but when these are out, this part here with all the pollen on it, oh my god, it's the best fragrance. And this is the giant bamboo here, which I have filmed before, and you can see the new bamboo coming through here. And then there's one here. Looks like a double actually. Another one there. That is going to be a big one. I'm looking forward to that. Alright, I'll just pause this and then we'll go out the front and have a look at some stuff I got out the front. Look at that. There's a lot of mulch there. And there. And all around there. Mulch, mulch and mulch. Right, now over here, this one over here, this is the Feijoa, pineapple guava. It's growing fruit on it, see? That might be coming out though. Not a fan of them. And then I've got the Jabuticaba here, this is the big one. I'm hoping I'll get fruit off this in 5 years. Fingers crossed. That's one of my favourite trees, that one. This is the Pomelo. Subtropical citrus, the largest citrus in the world. Not that big at the moment, they can get as big as your head. And I got some off this last year and they were beautiful. I juiced them. Sweeter than a grapefruit. This is a sorry looking mandarin, got very sick. I cut that right back this season and hoped it survived, and it's coming back. Slowly. Got some damage you see on the trunk, see? See all that damage? I was told it was from sun damage. It doesn't explain why that one didn't get any. But this one, I protected it. I put like a gel on it to protect it, but I don't know how it's going to live. And then this one here, Jujube. It did flower, it started developing fruit, but they all dropped off. And this plant is deadly. Like you don't want to just go in there and grab fruit. You've got to be careful. Ouch. And then this is the other mandarin here. We have had fruit off both of these. This year I've got none. And then along the border, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blueberry shrubs. I'm going to use them to actually stop the sprinkler sprinkling in the driveway. And then over here I've got some rescues. Well, while we're going here, I'll show you the other hibiscus here. This one's come into flower. Look at that. How amazing is that flower? Hey? Look at that. Another one there, just opening up. Buds everywhere. Another one here. This is just like the standard red one. There's a variety there. And this one here. Bought all these from cuttings. Right, cuttings that were, 10 centimetres long, and that's the growth I've got this year from winter to now. Amazing, isn't it? And these are rescues. This is I think it's a peach. A client of mine didn't want it. She was going to get rid of it, so I asked if I could have it. And I've actually already pruned that back heaps. We've got some rescued olives here. Olives transport easy. You can just pull them out with hardly any root system on at all. Chuck them in the ground, they'll survive, as you can see. And that's a blood orange, that one I've rescued. That's coming back. We're getting some new growth up here, look, as well. And then the lawn's not looking too good. I wasn't happy with it, so I've done some work on it. I'll probably do a separate video actually next season on just the grass, I think. See how I go with that. And then of course these magnolia will eventually come out, of course, to put fruit trees in. The only stuff that's going to stay non-edible are these palm trees and the hibiscus. I think that looks really nice there. Right, I'm just going to pause this and we'll go back at the back. I'm back at the back. I forgot to just show you these actually. So I put some really late corn in this year to see if that would produce some corn in sort of when it starts to get cooler. I mean, look, it's started to flower and everything. It's there's some corn producing. We'll see how we go. And in here, this is a new addition here. So we've got all cost lettuce in here, and then over this side we've got some tiny. Look at this. We've got. I wonder if you can tell me what that is. No, I'll just tell you. Broccoli and cauliflower there and there. Cost lettuce everywhere. And then I've got onion, the red and brown onion next to the corn. So when once we've harvested all that, I'll pull all them out, and then I'll put something else in there. Haven't decided what yet. I've been pulling some of this pumpkin out. Just not doing anything. It's taking up valuable space, isn't it? I could be growing something else in there. And then I got the grapes. I forgot to mention them. Doesn't stop, does it? This is the, sorry, the sprinklers are just turned on. Getting wet. This is the red globe, this particular one. I'm going to grow it all over the cubbies for the kids. And this is a seedless variety in here, the crimson seedless. And then the new one at the back here, which is the flame seedless. Had a big caterpillar problem with these as well. Look at that. It's amazing how quickly they damage it. You come out here, I'm out here every day looking at them, checking them out. and you don't notice them, and then one day you see your leaves all affected like this. Look at this. Just look at that, they've eaten. So I had to spray them, of course, organically. Everything's organic here. Everything's organic. For those of you that have made it to the end of this video, I'd like to know if you think the intro was okay on my last video I posted. I was mucking around with some effects. I've got a couple more ideas, but let us know what you think, whether it's appropriate for a gardening channel, or whether you think I should change it. I was sort of hoping it would just get people's attention, but yeah, no, let us know. I'd definitely like your opinions on it, and on the video. If you do like these garden tour videos, let me know as well, because they tend to go a little bit longer sometimes, and when you're just concentrating on one plant. But I know by looking at a lot of the gardening YouTubers that I follow, I love watching the garden tour ones. I just find them really entertaining. But and then I'll probably do another one, through winter when we start losing the leaves, when it comes time to pruning, show everyone how I prune my fruit trees, and then yeah, we'll just go through the year, and then you can all watch how my food forest grows. I'm hoping to actually eventually harvest the fruit, maybe even have some open days occasionally, and so people come in and have a look at how I grow my fruit and veg. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. It's starting to get dark and cold, and hopefully I'll get this up tonight. Thanks everyone, see you later.